In July of 1941, 5 young Negroes made aviation history at Tuskegee, Alabama. These 5 men were the first of their race to graduate under the Army Air Force's newly organized plan for training Negro pilots.
You know, at the age of 18, we could be drafted. And if you're drafted, they send you wherever they want. So I wanted to go into flying. So I took an exam at the Customs House, and I qualified to go into Tuskegee for flight training. We had to sue the Army to get a chance to fly in 1940, 41. I didn't realize how segregated the military was, that Tuskegee was the only place where men of color could be trained to fly airplanes. We were all in our late teens or early 20s. I was 19 when I finished flight school. I spent most of my time on the base, which was not segregated, and also on Tuskegee Institute's campus, which was, primarily African American. And I did not go into town. I made certain I didn't have any chance of going into town where you could possibly run into difficulty. But on the base and on the campus, no problem whatsoever. And I finished the flight training in 1945. I joke and say that when he heard that I was coming over, he surrendered, so. Another guy and I were in Savannah. We were looking in a store window. Some Marine pilots came by. I guess they knew the guys that flew P-40s were African American. There's some of those P-40 guys, I'm sure it bolstered my self-confidence, 50, 70%. I figured if I can do that with all the competition that there was, then I can go ahead and do whatever, be successful or whatever. I retired as a principal of a middle school. I was a math and science teacher. There's a lot of math and science in flying and in aviation. In your classwork, your ground school work, there's a lot of math and science. So I taught math and science, and then I became the principal of a middle school. Being a Tuskegee Airman, of course, is extremely important to my life. We raise money to help kids get through flight school. Delaware State is a historically black college. A lot of Tuskegee Airmen started at Delaware State, but they have 10 airplanes, believe it or not. And kids learn to fly, and they learn all about airport management and tower control stuff and so forth. We raise money to help them with their tuition. It's quite expensive, especially when you get into, if you want to be a pilot. A lot of our activities, a lot of our thoughts and so forth are around doing things through Tuskegee Airmen to affect the careers of young people in aviation. Father Time is plucking away the weeds, man, and what can you do about it? So our big problem now is trying to increase our membership, get young people.
These men are representatives of 30 million fellow Negroes, and all 30 million have their eyes and hopes pinned on them.